Hello everybody! Would you ever want to live in a world-renowned destination? What if I ask you, what do you think it's like to live in Boracay? Hi everyone, my name is Britt. I live in Boracay for half a year now, working as a virtual assistant and a DJ. If you're somebody who's also thinking or love the idea of trying it here in the island, if you're a freelancer or a young professional but is concerned Boracay is too expensive, stick around and I would love to share with you some pros and cons of living in the island. Boracay, it's a tourist destination. Party everywhere, island life, you get to be on your bikini all the time. The beach is within reach, almost everything, shops, food, supplies are within reach. Now, you'd probably think it must be a good idea to try to live here sometime. My reaction to that is yes. I'd say yes, beach is within reach. There are beach spots that are still not frequently visited that you can go by yourself when you want to experience the true essence of living in an island. There's nature, coconut trees, the overall summer vibe, island boy, island girl aesthetic life. I have to mention these first because I feel like most of us, when we think about living our homes to be having or trying to live in a faraway place, and in this generation would think, we want to be in a place where it's small or far away from the city, but not too much on the rural side because we still want action and drinking and socializing. We also want to get connected, so we'd prefer a buzzing town or an island that still has good internet connection. On top of the head of every remote worker like me, those who can freely move around, we would go for Boracay or Siargao since these are the places that are laid back but still has life happening. So how's my life living in the island? I won't say it's bad, I will also not say it's good. I work remotely for an overseas client and I have to be up every day on weekdays at 7 in the morning and I get off work at 3 in the afternoon. I also DJ for this hotel 4 times a week from 3 to 6 p.m. I also have other venues outside the hotel and my set usually starts at 8 or 10 in the evening. I don't really feel like I'm living the island life, to be honest. I have friends and some of the people I know comment and say something like, your life is so good, you're living in the island, you're living in Boracay, and I'm just here at the back of my head just thinking and imagining that I wish I came from an affluent or a prominent family so I won't have to grind this much. Anyway, I'm still grateful for the blessings. I'm not complaining. It's just that I'm so not living the island life in contrary to what most people think I have. Now, if you are a full-time remote worker like me and who doesn't do anything apart from that, and if you decide to try it here in the island, you have more time and capability to spend some time at the beach, party when you want to, and socialize with people. Now, the following points I'll be giving you are the pros and cons of living in the island. Number 1, first con, it is expensive. Rental, first of all, is expensive. Yes, you can find good accommodations with aircon, some are half, are fully furnished, and in a good setting, but you would have to shell out at least 8,000 or 5,000 per month if you are far from the main stations. Near the main stations would start at around 10,000, I would say. Where can you find these people renting out their spaces? You can go check Boracay accommodation groups on Facebook. There are several property owners who post there for rents every day. If you have sorted the rental budget and still wants to live in the island, then that's the first pro. They're quite easy to find. Second pro, there are few malls and marketplaces to buy your supplies from. There's SM, there's Robinson. They also have a wet market you can get your supplies from if you'd like to get around on a budget. But here's what you won't like. The cost of items from these stores are still higher than the normal prices of supplies compared to the city. Plus, there isn't much of them, so your options are limited. So if you're the type who's meticulous about getting a specific brand of food or supply, then you gotta know you'd have to start getting used to trying out other brands that are available here. Number 3, as a freelancer, remote worker, we always need to have a good internet connection. Heads up, not every corner of the island has good internet. I live in Hagdan, I get good signal pretty much in the morning when my neighbors who work at the hotel are not around, but come 8 p.m. the internet is already shit. Good thing is that there is no need for me to be online at that time since I'm already out in my DJ venues. Pro, there are co-working spaces available. There's 2 that I know of that I can recommend. These are number 1, Mushon Co-working, and the other is in Commons Hotel. There is a bar below comments. It's called All Day Bacon, and they provide co-working space in the morning. The internet connection of these co-working spaces are good. There are still others, but these are the two I usually go to when there's no power or for some reason I really can't get a good signal in my room while I'm working. Before I go on to the fourth con, if you're liking this video, if you're in the middle of deciding if you really want to try it here in the island, and if you're learning something from me from the video so far, I would appreciate if you can hit the like and subscribe button for me right over there. Number 4, Boracay is small, but since it's also a party destination, there's too many people and it will almost feel like you're in the city population-wise if you go to the main stations. There's just too many tourists coming in and out of the island every day. It's almost impossible to go to a good restaurant in the morning where there's no people. If you'd like to come here because you want to have a peace of mind, you gotta have to go to the right places because the main stations are just not it. You'd rather just want to stay in your room. I do. Business is buzzing in the island. People are making deals everywhere. People are walking from station 3 to 1 and back. There's loud music. People are just everywhere. Bro, if you're the go out and meet a lot of type person, this place is definitely for you. If you love partying, say no more because you have few different choices on the table. Number 5, last but not the least, and this is very important for me. Transportation is cheap. Yes. If you've been in the island as a tourist, you'd say, nah, trike fares are way too expensive. And while that's right, if you actually try to get around and act like a local, or you will try to know your way around, and when you hop on trikes, you can get around as cheap as 15 peso. To give you an example, when I get back here from Cebu, I take a multicab to get to my apartment, and I only pay 40 peso instead of the regular charter price that is 250 peso as a start. Yes, you won't know this as a tourist because you won't probably even bother asking anyway. You're on a vacation. Who cares? You're here to spend. I had thought the same. I did not realize I probably have spent a few thousands only for the transportation back then when I came here the first few times. And yes, I did not know there are trikes who carry passengers all in one go or like jeepney style. If you charter a trike, then yes, it's expensive. But if you're smart about it, you can ask a moving trike if they reach this certain point in the island with all other passengers to drop off along the way. Then you will save a lot. Extra point I'll be giving you, and this is something I would like to share because sometime around on my 3rd month, personally, I wanted to go back home to Cebu already. It's not that I don't like the life here. There's just that island rot feeling that you won't get when you live in a city or anywhere where you already know people or where your family is from. It gets boring sometimes. Depending on what your purpose is of coming here, if you just simply are curious, if you are used to the city life and you like being able to go around different locations, not only the 10-kilometer back and forth of the island, if you like mountain climbing or exploring other destinations, you will really want to get out probably after a month or maybe 2, who knows. But again, that still depends on you. It's different for everyone. For me, it gets boring sometimes, but I'm not here only working online. I also work with companies here, so moving different cities for me is not possible at this time. Okay, that is it for today. You will notice these points are circled around how to survive in the island because who doesn't want to? Most of us dream of going outside the 4 corners of our homes, away from our families or the people that we hate, or simply just dreamed of trying the life out here in the island. But also, we would like to be smart about our finances because if we are here broke, that is not good. If you think you are somebody who got what it takes to try the life out here, good financial status, if you're on a mission, or if you simply just have the interest to go out and meet people and be on your bikini all the time but still on a budget, then I hope I helped you a little if you're in the middle of deciding if you really should try to live out here. Anyways, that is it for now. Again, this is Brit. Please don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. If you got any questions about living the island, drop them down in the comments and I will be happy to answer them for you. I got my socials down on the screen. I also hope to connect with you there. If you already are here in the island, let me know how it's like for you too. That is it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching.